So Max and myself are here, we're just checking out two towers here. We're doing some further research on this, and what we're trying to find out is there's no two towers appear to be the same. There are a lot of phone towers that we all see, but sometimes I believe these people share these towers. Those small transmitter domes, by the way, are their internal communication that they use to actually connect to other towers. What we're finding is they are pointing to another tower. If you follow a line from that, it will show you where the next tower is, because that's the internal communication for the ejection of the radio wavelengths on these particular towers. But this particular site is unusual because next to it is an ionizer generator for the atmosphere. And if you look at the top of that, what it's got is a single Haarp type transmitter. The focus is going out because it's trying to go on the tree here. It's got a single type Haarp transmitter. So there's the station where you've got the power to it. And we're going to look up some background information that, if we find it, will be put onto this video next. Max is here. Come on, Max, let's have some gemmed information on this. You've been looking at this for a while.
Well, I've been looking at a company called AQS, an Australian company. They've got contracts in Mexico, Horn of Africa, in Australia, and they use a system of ionisation where they send out an electron beam to interact with the atmosphere and draw water to a location of the desired location. So this is particularly of interest because this is obviously a very low budget way of weather modification, and this is springing up all over the place. So we believe that it's possible that this type of weather modification may have been developed a long time ago, and it may have been secretly in action for a long time. A lot of these mobile phone towers, it's quite possible that they are constantly interacting with the ionosphere, constantly coercing the weather, getting to the stage where they end up with owning the weather, like the American document owning the weather 2025.
And next on this video we can show just afterwards how this type of equipment causes the not just precipitation but cloud formation as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've noticed on the top of this there's an X transmitter, which is the Haarp ones that they have on the top of theirs, that particular shape.
Yeah. Another thing is with these particular types of transmitters is there's been a study done called Bees, Birds and Mankind, and it's a study into the effects, the negative impacts of electromagnetic frequencies on the bees, birds and mankind, obviously, and basically there is a direct link between the disturbances in the electromagnetic frequency of the Earth and the navigation systems of all these various creatures that are dependent on electromagnetic frequencies of the Schumann's resonance that surrounds the Earth. And these things are responsible for creating navigation problems, and therefore the bees don't get back to their colonies, they're dying off, and that's why we're getting bee colony collapse. So it's really important that we understand the wider impacts. Without the bees, without the pollinators, we've got a serious food production problem. 70% of food would be affected.
Yeah, and if bees don't know where how to get back to the base, the whole bee system collapses.
Yeah.
And that's what's happened.
And they're aware of it.
Yeah, and interestingly, I mean, I've put other videos on, and I've put the American patents and the Federal Reserve, not the Federal Reserve, but the banking system and the grants to give to the scientific experimental systems is all there, exactly for those wavelengths on how control biological systems. That's exactly what it was for.
Yeah.
And no wonder we're getting, you know, hundreds of thousands of birds fall from the sky, all in one place.
Yeah, and many illnesses associated with it are only now being linked up with it.
Yeah, and these are so cheap to use, all they have to pay is a little bit of ground rent once it's been built.
And low energy as well.
And a low energy electric bill, probably smaller than what most people have on their own home. And the biggest bill in most businesses is labour. Well, there's absolutely no labour associated with these apart from maintenance once every 2 years. Nobody's in the damn place. It's all controlled actually from the computer at the Met Office.
Yeah, that's right.
Amazing. So we'll be going later. We've got still got the agenda going on at the moment on things that we're looking at. So we'll be updating on this video. So we'll keep you posted.